Right then, no fluff, no long intro, let's get straight on it. Big Short Club is in session and today we're putting cake on the slab. Pancake swap. Morgan, open up. First impressions, be brutal.
Brutal. The chart looks like it's been in a bare-knuckle brawl and lost badly. All-time high was what, touching 44 pounds? Now it's struggling to buy you a pint in zone 4. It's been a train wreck for anyone who got in at the top. Straight up.
A train wreck, yeah. But look, let's start with the strengths. Do it proper.
Okay.
You can't deny it's still the governor of the Binance Smart Chain. That's a fact. When Ethereum gas was costing you an arm and a leg,
Right?
everyone, and I mean everyone, piled into PancakeSwap. It owned that market.
Yeah, I'll give you that. The brand recognition is a proper strength. Anyone who's messed about on BSC has used it. And the ecosystem is deep. You know, it ain't just a simple DEX. You got the yield farms, the syrup pools, the lottery. It's a whole bloody casino for DeFi degens. Knowing keeps them sticky.
And here's the biggest strength for me, right now. They're trying to fix their original sin. The tokenomics were a joke. Unlimited supply, printing cake like it was monopoly money. But now, they're burning it.
Yeah.
The latest report I saw, they've been net deflationary for 27 months straight. They're burning more than they're making. In fact, that's massive.
See, I'm putting that under weaknesses, or at least the reason for the weakness.
Go on.
They had to start burning it because the inflation absolutely murdered the price. So the main weakness is the legacy of that bad decision. The chart is wrecked and trust is shattered. How do you get people to believe in it again when it's down 95%?
Right.
When it's down 95%?
That's the challenge, innit? And you're right about another weakness, is joined at the hip to Binance. It lives and dies with the BSC. If Binance gets a proper smackdown from regulators in the US or wherever,
Yeah.
PancakeSwap is taking that hit right on the chin. It's a massive concentration risk.
Massive. And let's be honest, for all the talk, it's still a bit of a faff for a complete newcomer.
Oh, yeah.
You're there telling your mate, yeah, just connect your MetaMask, add the custom RPC for BSC, bridge some assets. Hey, he's lost you at MetaMask. Your Nan ain't gonna be yield farming cake, is she? It's not reached the mainstream.
All right, fair points. But the game ain't over. Let's talk opportunities. This new tech they're rolling out, PancakeSwap Infinity, the V4.
Right.
It sounds like a rubbish sci-fi film, but the architecture's interesting. It's modular, like Lego for liquidity pools. In plain English, it means it can be way more efficient and cheaper than competitors.
Okay.
That's how you win back market share.
It's an opportunity if it works, yeah. For me, the bigger opportunity is if they properly escape the BSC cage. They're talking about this multi-chain expansion. If they can genuinely plant their flag on Arbitrum, on Solana, on these other chains, and not just be a one-trick pony,
Yeah.
that's where the real growth comes from. Otherwise, you're just the king of a shrinking kingdom.
And the deflation story is the prime opportunity. Look, in crypto, narrative is everything. If the story flips from cake is an inflationary mess to cake is a deflationary beast that burns millions every month,
Right.
cake is a deflationary beast that burns millions every month, that's powerful. Supply gets squeezed, demand comes back. The price has to react eventually. It's basic economics.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the threats. While Cake is trying to get its act together,
Yeah?
the other competition is absolutely savage. Uniswap is still the heavyweight champion, and on every other chain you've got new dexes popping up that are faster, look slicker, and don't have the baggage of a 95% price drop.
True.
They're hungry.
It's a shark tank for sure. And the biggest shark of all,
Oh boy.
regulation. That's the ghost at the feast for all of DeFi. If the powers that be decide they've had enough of these decentralized casinos,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how good your burn mechanism is, it's game over, or at least a massive, expensive headache.
And my last threat, Chris, is the platform it's built on. BSC had its moment in the sun because Ethereum was unusable for the little guy. But now, you've got layer 2s like Arbitrum and Polygon that are cheap.
Yep.
You've got Solana that's rapid. The unique selling point of BSC, low fees, isn't so unique anymore.
Right.
If the whole ecosystem loses its edge, PancakeSwap suffers. Simple as.
Right. So, let's boil it down.
Let's.
Key strengths. The king of BSC has a huge brand and is now a deflationary machine. Weaknesses. The price chart is a horror film, is totally dependent on Binance, and it's still too complex for the average Joe.
Open issues. New tech could be a real weapon, and a genuine multi-chain push could unlock new growth. Threats, vicious competition from all angles, the looming shadow of regulation, and the entire BSC platform is facing an identity crisis.
So that's the battlefield, the big question we always end on. Morgan, you've laid it all out. Are you putting your own money on it, yes or no?
Nah, it's a no for me for now. It's on the watch list, but it's like a boxer who's been knocked down too many times. He needs to win a few rounds on his own before I'm betting on him. The tech is moving in the right direction, but the chart is just too grim. There's too much scar tissue. What about you? Are you having a flutter?
You know what? I'm tempted. Not a big position, just a small speculative punt, a little nibble. I think the deflationary turnaround is a powerful narrative that the market is sleeping on.
You think?
If they keep executing, it could properly re-rate. But yeah, it's a high-risk gamble, not a safe bet. All right, that's a wrap. Get in the chat group, tell us if we're geniuses or idiots. Argue with Morgan about his rubbish takes. And if you want me to support you, if you want my one-on-one help to navigate this mad market, just click the link below to know more. Let's get this money. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. With a project like Cake, which is more important for its future success? Fixing its past mistakes with deflation, or innovating with new technology like V4? Where should their focus be? Let us know. Laters.